All right, guys, let's talk about how to find the area of an irregular polygon. So remember, a polygon is just a shape with many sides. And irregular means that it's not like a rectangle where it follows a specific rule, or we can use a formula like L plus W plus W, or for area, L times W. We just can't do that with an irregular polygon. So I'm going to teach you some steps to go through to where you will be able to solve problems like that. Okay, so our title is Area of Irregular Polygons. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw. Whoa, Nelly. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw this. It's going to come down like this, come across, come down. Here's our irregular polygon. So do you see it's kind of like a rectangle that would go like this, but I've got this whole chunk missing right here. So I'm going to have to do something to calculate the area without that chunk, because obviously I don't have it in my rectangle. So our first step is going to be to, split your shape into two or more rectangles, no matter how, depends on what you need. In this case, we only need two rectangles. You could do it a couple of different ways if you had other polygon, like other sections to your polygon. Like let's say it came down right here as well. You would have to divide it into like three rectangles, excuse me. So split the shape into two or more rectangles. All right, two or more rectangles. 2 is to calculate the area of each of those rectangles. Calculate the area, area of both rectangles. All right, and then third will be, let's go ahead and do that first. I'll give you the third step in a moment. So let's go ahead and divide it up. Let's talk about the different ways that this can happen. So one way would be to do a line right here. Do you see how that separates into two rectangles, top and bottom? The other way would be to separate it right here. And I could have this one and this one. Either way, guys, it doesn't matter. It does not matter, because either way you're still going to get the area, the same area of the entire figure. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to do it down like this. Okay, and I need you to label each of the rectangles, one of them A, one of them B, because that's going to help us keep track of our work that we're showing. Okay, it helps to redraw the rectangle. Oh, it would also help if I gave you any dimensions. Jeez, Miss Hargrove. Goodness gracious. Okay, so this is 12 centimeters. Okay, this is 6 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. And this is 12 centimeters. Okay, so if I were to cover up that rectangle, what would be the dimensions of rectangle A? I know what some of you are saying. Some of you are saying 12 times 12, Miss Hargrove. The 12 is the length, the 12 is the width. Well, guys, 12 centimeters down here represents the length of this entire side. I only want the length to right here. So I need to use other dimensions. So I'm not going to, that won't work. So I need this dimension, which is 12 centimeters, and I need this, which is 6. That is the dimensions of that specific rectangle within the polygon. Okay? So I'm going to label my work right here. We're going to say A, so it's for rectangle A, and we're going to write our formula. So let's go ahead and redraw this rectangle just really small right here. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. And it just, we know it's 12 and 6, right? And that's rectangle A. So let's say that 12 is my length, 6 is my width, all right? So now I need to calculate the area of this little rectangle within my polygon. All right. So what's my formula for area of a rectangle? Well, it is A equals L times W, length times width, right? So now I just plug in my numbers. So A is going to equal 12 times 6. What is 12 times 6? 72. 72 what? What's my unit? Is it just centimeters? What am I dealing with? I'm dealing with area, so it should be what? Centimeters squared, right? So that's the area of rectangle A. I need to do the same thing now for rectangle B. What are the dimensions for rectangle B? Don't tell me 6 and 12. Don't do it. Don't do it. You give me a heart attack. Remember what I told you before? 12 is this entire length of this side. I only want it to go to right there. So that's not 12. That's going to be what? From here to here. So look, from here to here is the same as here to here because of the laws of rectangles. So if this is 6, then this is 6. So my dimensions would be 6 and 6. All right? So let's do B down here. And let's do our little, so technically that's a square, right? Let's draw our square. 6. And that's going to be our side, right? Remember how we calculate area of a square? It's A equals S times S, side times side. So the area would equal, what is the length of a side? 6. So it would be 6 times 6, which equals what? 36. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You couldn't see what I was doing down there. 36 what? Centimeters squared, right? So I've got my partial areas right here. Well, there's one final step that we've got to do in order to find the area of the entire polygon. So that third step is to add the areas of the individual rectangles to find the whole area. Okay, that's how I find the whole. You can't stop here, guys, because right here, great, you've got two partial areas. That's not what the question was asking you. Probably the question is probably asking you, what is the area of this polygon? You didn't answer the question yet. So let's go ahead and add these together. So here's my partial areas. So if I have two partial, what word do you hear in partial? Part, right? I'm going to add those together. So it's going to be 72 plus 36. What's 2 plus 6? 8. 7 plus 3? 10. 108 what? 108 centimeters squared. Do not just give me a number. I'm not going to be happy. Not going to be happy. I'm going to say, no, You better go back and give me a label. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.